about trying to get a government in place that can stabilize Yemen, and that's going to take some work.
So the U.S. Embassy shut down in Sana'a, Yemen. The U.S. Embassy shut down in Libya, right? The U.S. with a coalition got rid of Gaddafi amid high expectations. There's going to be a new era. In Libya, that didn't turn out so well. What happened?
Well, I think, first off, as you eliminate governments, you've got to have something that fills that void. And I think one of the things we have to rethink as we do these operations is what happens after. And we've got to, and that's a whole government problem.
It's not just the U.S.
It's just not the military.
Yeah.
It's got to be a multinational effort. It's got to be a interagency effort, diplomatically, economically, militarily, that helps to solve this. And so, but we can't take on every one of these ourselves. We got to have help from the international community as well. And that's why it's important for us to build these coalitions that can solve this problem.
Because if you take a look at Yemen, Libya, Somalia, the U.S. Embassy shut down in Somalia right now, obviously in Damascus, Syria as well. When I say the region seems to be on fire, there's a potential there for this to simply further escalate right now, right? Not get better.
I mean, listen, we don't know what's going to happen, but it certainly is. I tell everybody it's the most uncertain I've seen the environment in my almost 40 years in the Army. So I'm not saying it's the most dangerous, but certainly incredibly uncertain.
All right, a couple other areas in the world I want to get your thoughts. Europe right now, Ukraine. How worried are you about what's going on in eastern Ukraine and the potential revival of a Cold War?
Yeah. So I mean, I think we all should be worried about what's going on in Ukraine. I think I'm not sure how well we truly understand the devastation that's happened inside of eastern Ukraine, the damage and the destruction that's occurred. And so, that's not the kind of thing we want in Europe. I think it's important for us to understand the impact this could have on our NATO partners. And I think the one thing it does is waking up NATO a little bit to understand that we have to be prepared. And so what we want to do is we want to de-escalate, we don't want to escalate. But it is something that is concerning to all of us as we've watched what's happened. And it's almost a new type of warfare. It's a mixture of asymmetric, cyber, conventional use of proxies that is being done here by the Russia. And is this a new way to conduct operations? And so I think we have to watch this very carefully and learn from it, especially